Hi everyone, and a warm welcome to Term 4 at University College. I'm Robin Freeman and I will be leading your teaching team for Marketing for Business, along with my colleagues Oscar Pinter and Mary Dunniam. You can find our contact details in the unit outline on our Milo homepage. Now, marketing is certainly a big subject and we only really have an 8-week term. So we've decided to focus in on 3 key topics only. These are marketing and the marketing mix, customer relationship management and digital marketing. This way you will learn some key things about marketing. You'll finish the subject having acquired some practical marketing skills, knowledge and experience. You'll have been exposed to a range of industry guests who will share with you how they apply marketing in practice in their organisations and give you feedback on your marketing ideas. And you'll have applied some of this marketing knowledge and skills to an actual organisation with actual customers and competitors and marketing challenges. Now, this term we have a cross-section of students enrolled in Marketing for Business, including small business managers, public school business managers, and people working across a range of industries. So we'll be talking a lot about markets and customers, but if there are other terms that better apply to your work context, feel free to substitute and interpret what we're learning about marketing into a context that resonates for you. For example, stakeholders or families or clients or residents or partners. Be assured that whether we work in the private or public sector, for-profit or not-for-profit sector, product or service-based organisations, all organisations operate in markets. All organisations have customers and competitors. All organisations have supply and demand-driven pressures and constraints. And all organisations have challenges and deal with the changes that require a marketing response in one form or another. This might relate to brand or reputation, the media, how we communicate with our stakeholders, the customer experience at every touch point with our organisation and beyond. Now, for those of you who are new to University College this term, you might be feeling a bit overwhelmed and in unfamiliar territory, but we are here to help, so please make sure that you get in touch if you have any questions or concerns. Our unit outline should provide a lot of answers for you, and it's certainly a good place to start, particularly if you're wanting to map out the term ahead. So I'd like to take a few moments now to talk through what we'll be doing in our first week of term. I'll then briefly talk through what your main assignments will be, for assignment 2 and 3 in particular, and how we've organised things over the next 8 weeks. I'll also touch on how we have integrated our marketing content modules with practice, e-portfolios and work integrated learning. So for week 1, you'll need to work through our first Milo module on marketing and the marketing mix as much as you can. Then come along to your first tute on Tuesday the 17th of October from 6 until 7 p.m. And we have tutes running simultaneously in each region at this time. So if you're closest to our Sandy Bay campus, Oscar Pinter will be your local tutor. And you'll meet Oscar on Tuesday in the Social Sciences building on the Sandy Bay campus in room 209. And there's a campus map on the UTAS website if you're not sure where this is. For our students located on the Northwest Coast, your local tutor will be Mary Dunniam. You'll meet Mary on Tuesday in the West Park building located next to the Makers Market in Burnie, room 101. And I'll be your local tutor for our Launceston-based students, so I'll see you on Tuesday at our Inverest campus in the main building in room 181. If you're not familiar with these locations, you might want to plan to arrive a bit early to find your way to your first tute. And we'll be introducing an industry guest who will be joining us to talk about marketing and the marketing mix in practice So it would be great to see as many of you there as possible. Other things that you'll want to be thinking through in week 1 are to do with research and prep work for your main marketing assignments, which are due in week 6 and week 8. And this starts with deciding which organisation you would like to base your assignments on throughout the term. A key part of the assignment for week 6 is presenting a marketing concept to industry for feedback. This will be in the form of a poster, and it will be your response to a specific product or service issue or opportunity for improvement to a product or service that you uncover from your research and interviews with the organisation that you'll be using for your assignments, as well as talking with their customers. You'll need to do your field work and gather your information over the next week or so that you allow yourself time to work on your marketing response and design your poster. Now, this will be based on the first 2 marketing topics: marketing and the marketing mix, and customer relationship management. Now, your posters will need to be ready for proofing by the end of week 4, and we'll be providing materials and support for you if you haven't done something like this before, or if you're unfamiliar with poster design software such as Canva. But for now, I'd suggest you just make a start with your research and thinking sooner rather than later. We'll also be arranging for your posters to be professionally printed and ready for you to present at our Week 6 industry showcase events in each region. You'll see from the unit outline and the week-by-week program schedule on the last page that in weeks 3 and 5 of term, we'll introduce our 2nd and 3rd marketing topics and have industry guests join us for those tutes as well to talk about customer relationship management and digital marketing in practice. You will have been assessed on your knowledge and applied understanding of our first 2 marketing topics in assignments 1 and 2, so your final assignment will focus on digital marketing. And for this assignment, which is due in week 8, you'll integrate the feedback industry provides you at the industry showcase events in each region in week 6, and what you learn about digital marketing on Milo at the tutes and at the workshop into a case study report that includes a digital marketing campaign plan. And more about that in the weeks to come. So you can see we have a busy time ahead. Being organised from day 1 will be important if you want to get the most out of your learning in marketing for business this term. And before I draw to a close, I'd like to reiterate some key points about how we will be integrating the content on specific marketing topics via our Milo modules, with opportunities to develop and practice skills and apply your learning to the real world. We do this in a number of ways, which I've detailed on a Milo news announcement, but briefly these include things like having you apply your learning to an actual organisation for your assignments, exposing you to industry guests from a range of different organisations and marketing contexts who will share with you how marketing works in practice and give you feedback on your ideas through our tutes and at our industry showcase events in each region, and through you engaging in self-directed fieldwork. We want to see you demonstrate your applied understanding of the marketing theory, tools, concepts and practices that we cover this term. Another way is through a requirement that you maintain an e-portfolio. And this is like a digital resume, a repository for evidence of what you're learning in your studies and the skills and ways you're applying this learning in practice. You can, for example, do things like write weekly reflections as blog entries about what you're learning and how it relates to your job or your career or a particular organisation or industry of interest. You might upload evidence of marketing in practice. For example, photos of you participating in tute discussions, audio recordings, or a photo of your notes that you might take when interviewing organisations and customers, uploading your feedback that you get from your assignment submissions and so on. Now, for some of you, you will already be familiar with and doing these practices, but for others it will all be new, or a timely reminder to get back on that horse. From whichever perspective, we have practice and portfolio coaches more than happy to help you in whatever way you need. If you need a hand, you just have to ask. Their contact details are also in our unit outline on Milo if you want to get in contact with them and arrange a time to catch up. So in closing, I hope this has been useful for you and that it has you excited about our journey ahead. We're certainly here to guide you through the term, but you too have responsibilities to get into more of a study routine, to work through our Milo module content as per our program outline, to do the research and prep work and thinking for each assignment and get them in on time, to ask for help if you need it sooner rather than later, to come along to Toots as often as you can, to organise to come to our workshop and industry showcase event in your region in week 6, to maintain your e-portfolio throughout the term and use your initiative and imagination and creativity and curiosity in the ways that you think about how to apply what you're learning and demonstrate your knowledge and understanding of our content in your studies, your research, reflections, assignment submissions, contributions to class, and in your work and careers. And my hope is that you will all end the term having learned and enjoyed the experience and grown. And before we know it, we will all be digging out those Christmas decorations, dusting them off. So let the term begin. Let's get stuck in. Welcome aboard, everyone.